What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now this is one of those bikes that I just need to do a weight and specs on. It's one of the most beautiful bikes I've seen in a very long time. Yes, my bike's obviously the best of them all, but this is just something else. The coloring on this bike, the specs on this bike, everything just comes together so well on this bike. Now the first thing before we get into this video, I would recommend if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on anything else we do. If you're an OG, welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to do a weight and specs on a 2020 Scott Spark RC 900 Team. Like I said, this is one of the most beautiful bikes I've seen in a very long time, and I'm going to share with you guys the weight and specs. Now yes, there's a weight on the internet. What I usually do is, we've got it with pedals, sometimes with a bottle cage, and then most of the time tubeless done already. Then we do the weight on the bike, and it just gives you a bit more accurate reading on the weight of this bike. So let's get into this video then. Right, so first off, as you guys can see, everything on this bike just flows very well, from the tires to the fork, the frame, just everything on this bike is super good looking. Now we're going to start with the frame on this one. This is a Spark RC carbon IMP technology, HMF 1x optimized BB92 with your carbon swing arm. Now this is carbon at the rear as well. Your little link there is carbon. Everything on this frame is carbon. This is not a carbon front triangle with your aluminium rear triangle. Obviously making the bike just a lot smoother to ride, a lot lighter, and obviously just better value for money. And then obviously you've got your 12mm boost through axle at the rear. Then on the fork, and this is actually quite impressive, I really do like this. This is a RockShox sit, very nice, with your tapered stereo. Obviously most of the bikes these days are tapered stereo with a remote lockout. As you guys can see there, it's a dual lockout, so it works for the front suspension and the rear as well. And then it's 100mm travel at the front. Now the headset, some of the times you guys don't find this interesting, but it's quite interesting for me. This is a synchronous drop, pro drop-in tapered 1.5 to 1 1/8 bearing diameter, 42 at the top, and then obviously the 52 at the bottom. Now these are all steel bearing kits in there. We move to the rear suspension there at the front. I'm trying to keep the camera as still as possible because I know I've got shaky hands and I don't want you guys to have shaky footage. Now the rear shocks, the Fox New Devil Trinian Scott Custom with travel, GEO adjustable 3 mode. It's got your lockout, traction control, and your DPS descent as well. This is a 100 to a 70 lockout suspension, very nice. I must say it's something new, this suspension that's upside down. I'm calling it upside down because I'm so used to having a suspension that obviously the other way around. But it looks cool, it's something to get used to, it's not bad. Alright, then your rear derailleur. Right there, you've got your Sram GX derailleur on there, very nice. A shifter as well, GX, this is a full GX Groupset. It's got a Sram GX Eagle chain, quite a good quality. Now always, if you guys want to change your chain, or if you have to change your chain, I'd recommend going for the GX chain rather than the NX chain. I've had so many guys putting on the GX chains and they are super happy with them. As with the NX chain, I must say they rust quite easily, and I've actually had a discussion on this on one of my videos in the past. So you guys are more than welcome to go check that video out as well. Then obviously your Shimano SLX brakes on here, very nice. I enjoy these brakes, and I must say this is something that I'd ride myself. I'm a big fan of the Sram Level TL brakes, but these are very eye-catching. They're super good looking, and the feel of them are very nice. Moving on to the tires, you've got your Maxxis Recon Race 2.35 tires, the front and the rear. Obviously with the white or the brown skin wall. There's a lot of people that don't like this. I must say it's quite nice. Your seat post, the bar and the bar stem, all 6061 aluminium, graded aluminium on there. Your seat post on here, the Synchros Duncan 10mm offset 3 1.6 by 400mm. Now what's nice about that, that's a 400mm seat post on there. You've got quite a bit of play on that before you reach the limit on that. And then the seat, quite nice. The Synchros Belcara regular 2.0. If you guys remember, I did a review on the 2021, I think it's a Scott Scale 980. Also very nice little bike. And that also had a Belcara on there, but it was a bit more padded. So I believe it's just a, let's say, entry level seat, where this one might be one of your higher spec saddles. Looks very nice and thin, and it looks super comfy. Now, like I said, this is just a client's bike, so we're really gonna just run through all the specs. Now the weights on the internet that they've got here, let me just tell you guys real quick. They say the weight on this 11.5 kilograms. You guys know me, I always weigh a bike, and that's just what I'm gonna do now. Alright, so like I told you guys, I always weigh the bikes, and I must say I'm pleasantly surprised on this bike. This is still tubes in there. I don't think the client knows that he doesn't get tubeless with his bike. Usually when we sell a bike of this caliber, we offer tubeless to the client as part of the package, but not everyone does that. So this one's got pedals on there, it's still got tubes in it. Obviously no bottle cage, but the bottle cage is like 20 or 30 grams. And we weigh in at 11.78 kilograms. I wish you guys could see the color on this bike. It's insane, the green. Let me see if I can grab my phone. And then I'm gonna put on the flash real quick. Oh, there you guys can see it. One of the most beautiful bikes I've seen in a long time. Great bike. I think it's great value for money bike. The weight's pretty good. Everything's pretty nice on this bike. Even on the cap, they thought a bit about this. And obviously when you drop this spacer, it goes to the bottom. And then this neatly covers the whole bar stem there. Makes it look super clean. Just adds a little bit of aero touch to it. Now the client's going to come here real quick. We're going to do a setup on this bike, and they're going to enjoy the ride. And if you guys enjoy videos like this where we do weight and specs on the bikes, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and get people to subscribe. The channel's been growing super good, and thanks for all the support. I'm not going to do any motivation today, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.